you got to do is keep believing and don't be discouraged because the right job is going to find you. You can get 1,000 no's, but there's only one yes that's going to matter.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope that you are doing amazing. Today, I have a very special guest. Let me tell you something. This young lady, she is such an innovator. She's a creative journalist. She also purchased a resume and I believe a LinkedIn. And when I tell you, like, this young lady just hit the ground moving, she was working for her church and now she works at a local TV station. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, this is Kyla. How's everybody doing?
Thank you. This is going to be for our YouTube channel. Now, Kyla, you and I have known each other for about maybe 3 years. We've been a part of multiple professional organizations. You tell me, what has been your journey like getting a job?
So it all started. My first job was being a board operator for the gospel radio station here in town in Cincinnati, and I did that for a year. And then for almost 3 years, I did social media content coordinating and creation for my church in Cincinnati. And as of today, yesterday was my first. It was a week since I joined Local 12 here in Cincinnati as a health producer and a regular producer.
That is amazing. I want to talk about, really your day to day because you were looking for a job for a while. And I think that it was really good that you were able to start working at your church. But then when you start working at a TV station, it's like, oh, okay, this is a dream. So what was that day-to-day process in finding a job, going on these different interviews, submitting your resume? What happened?
I'm not gonna lie, it did get discouraging sometimes because you want this dream job, you want a yes, yes, but you have to go through no's to get a yes eventually. So I applied to the station in Columbus, didn't get that. I applied to so many other things, didn't get that. I was told I need more experience. I need to do this. I need to do that. Okay, and I kept on applying. Didn't happen. This one reporter, he approached me. He works in Palm Beach. He said, "Oh, you should come to our table." Talked to a couple of people there, and eventually I submitted my resume with one of the people that was recruiting people. Within a probably an hour, the news director at the station I am now said apply for this job, and the assistant news director will message you on Monday. About 9 a.m. Monday, get the email that I was waiting for. They said apply for this job. We think you're a good fit for the health producer job. I said okay, so I applied. Went in there, interview did very very well. I did a writing test, as most news stations will have you do, and then about 3 weeks to a month later, he wanted me to meet the health team and have a conversation with them to see if we can mesh together. Met them. All of them are really nice people, straight to the point. And I left that, and they said they'll let me know if I got it or not. A week and a half later, they called me. I was at the church about to do a funeral, and the news director called me and said I got it. I lost my mind. I started screaming. Everybody was like, "What's going on?" I said, "I got the job," and everybody in the church was praying that I would get it. And all of them were very very happy for me. They were sad to see me go, but they knew I had to do the job that I was meant to do. Um, so I started at the station that I'm at now about a week ago, and everybody at the station is so nice and they're very helpful. Um, the news director, he's I'm in training now to get acclimated to the system because fun fact, I did an internship there about 10 years ago, and I knew a lot of people there anyway. So it was definitely a good thing. It's almost like it was definitely meant to be that I was there. So I'm still in training. Eventually, I will join the health team when I'm done training. So it's an uphill. What's the? There's only one way up. Is up at this point.
First of all, I am so happy for you to know that you were an intern and then full circle moment, then you're able to work at the station. Humble beginnings. I just need to go ahead, everybody can clap. who watched the video give a clapping emoji. Talk to me about the timeline. So when you went to the convention, I remember you contacted so you can get your resume done. Is that correct? So you got your resume done within that same week. After you got your resume, and that's the same resume you used to get the job, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I would say it took you maybe about what, 4 or 5 weeks to land a job?
About a month and a half, I would say.
A month and a
Two
half.
months at about, yeah, 2.5 months at the latest. It wasn't long.
Okay, let me
Because
see.
this was July 31st through August 4th. And I started and I landed the job probably October 11th, October 12th.
Girl, this is amazing. What kind of motivation would you give somebody who is actively looking for a job with all the layoffs going on?
You can get 1,000 no's, but that one yes is gonna matter. Be completely honest. There's people who don't get their dream job till they in their 40s, in their 20s, and 50s. There's no timeline to it, really. All you gotta do is keep believing and don't be discouraged because the right job is gonna find you eventually. Until then, get as much experience as you can, keep growing your skills, and eventually everything will come from the start.
And what were those moments like when you kept hearing no? Like, what were you thinking to yourself?
To be completely honest, dang, am I good enough to do this? Is this the right field that I need to be in? Because after you hear about 10, 20, 63 no's, it's kind of like, all right.
I want to talk about, you know, when you were going through the different interviews and you just kept
Mhm.
hearing the word no. And were you like, oh my gosh, like this is getting ridiculous because you're talented. So, how were you able to motivate yourself? Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Honestly, I just kept on. Honestly, it was my mother. She was the prime support. She was there for all the editing, all the hair appointments, the clothing appointments, the Zoom appointments. She was soon interview. She was there for all of it, and she has been the greatest support that anybody could have. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have her support. That's number one. Two, God and prayer. Three, it was a lot of inner work that I had to do. Um, because I didn't think I was good enough for a long time. Um, but I had to learn. It's like, no, you're good enough. The right thing will come to you when it's supposed to come to you. That's how I stay motivated throughout this process.
Let's talk about actionable items because I don't know if it's a scripture, but it's faith without works is dead. So you had the faith, but you were also doing the work. So how are you sharpening your skills?
You mean inner work?
I would say the inner and the outer work, most importantly, like the skill sets you needed for the job.
So to prepare for the job, um, as far as writing is concerned, because I do writing all day, every day. At the church, I did the newsletter for the full 2.5 years I was there. I did a newsletter every month for 2 years. And during that, my writing got better. And as far as like interviewing, I would do mock interviews, how I would answer questions. My cousin, who's also a reporter, she had me do mock interviews about what questions that she has experienced. And she gave me feedback on what to say, what not to say. Um, do makeup, not makeup, but have more content that you can present. Because in the past, I was using stuff that was from college, and this was 3, 4 years ago. So I had to update portfolio also. And then as far as inner therapy help, to be completely honest. My talks with my mom was honest. Talks with my cousin who's in this business as well. I have a couple of them who's in this business, and we have some shared experiences for sure. And to know that I wasn't the only one who was looking for a job or has been looking for a job, and they've gone through the same thing.
I love that. Especially when you talk about it is a lot of self-motivation that you need to give yourself when you are searching for a long time. Um, Another thing that I want to point out is Kyla, you are super talented. When I
Thank
say
you.
that, I've seen your work, I've seen your writing. Girl, you are a beast. So do not let
Thank
anybody
you.
tell you otherwise. Um, my last question is, what piece of advice would you give someone who's been looking for a job for a long time?
Apply, 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 apply. You can get 1,000 no's, but there's only one yes that's gonna matter. You can get rejected by 10,000 TV, radio, newspapers, but is all that really gonna matter once you get the job that you're supposed to get? No. Sharpen your skills. Never stop working on your skills for one. Don't be afraid to watch tutorials. Don't be afraid to have talks with people that you know in the business. And know that you're not alone. There are plenty of people. This business is very cutthroat, as you know. And you definitely have to have a thick skin when it comes to this. And there's a lot of self-motivation that's going to have to be had. There's the good side, and then there's like, yeah, you need to have thick skin because you can't get mad every time you get a no. I mean, you can, but don't let it deter you from what your purpose is.
I love that. Well, Kyla, I'm so excited for you. The DCOW community is very excited. And do you want to share what's the salary? Give me the range.
40 to 60.
40 to 60. Okay. I like. All right, Girl Scout. Well, I will talk to you later. You stay online with me and make sure you all like and subscribe. I have to do the YouTube thing. So many people have been reaching out with these testimonies. Now I'm getting calls. Oh, come on, I got testimony. Oh, I got a job. So be ready for more because you will love it. All right, good people. I'll talk to you later and have a good one.